Surah 27, Ayat 16. And Solomon inherited David. He said, O my people, we have been taught the language of birds, and we have been given from all things. Indeed, this is evident bounty. Sulayman AKA Solomon, also known as Solomon, was a noble and righteous prophet like his father before him. Solomon AKA Solomon, also had the ability to communicate with creation. He could also command the Jinns. Iblis, the devil, is a Jinn, and Jinns have the freedom, like mankind, to obey or disobey, and Solomon AKA Solomon had command over them. Solomon AKA Solomon was described by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as an excellent worshipper. Next, the story of Solomon AKA Solomon. I have a favor to ask you. If you can, real quick, hit the follow button wherever you're getting this podcast, so you'll be notified when I drop a new episode. Also, like, comment, and share, because sharing is caring. Thank you. Hello, and welcome back to The Conversation Piece with your host, Akila. Surah 38, Ayats 30 through 40. And to David we gave Solomon, an excellent servant. Indeed, he was one repeatedly turning back to Allah. Mention when there was exhibited before him in the afternoon the poised standing resources. And he said, Indeed, I gave preference to the love of good things over the remembrance of my Lord, until the sun disappeared into the curtain of darkness. He said, Return them to me, and set upon striking their legs and necks. And we certainly tried Solomon, and placed on his throne a body. Then he returned. He said, My Lord, forgive me and grant me a kingdom, such as will not belong to anyone after me. Indeed, you are the bestower. So we subjected to him the wind blowing by his command gently, whenever he directed, and also the devils of Jinn, every builder and diver, and others bound together in shackles. We said, This is our gift, so grant or withhold without account. And indeed, for him is nearness to us and a good place of return. Surah 34, Ayat 12. And to Solomon we subjected the wind. Its morning journey was that of a month, and its afternoon journey was that of a month. And we made flow for him a spring of liquid copper. And among the Jinn were those who worked for him by the permission of his Lord. Solomon AKA Solomon could command the wind to the point that a month's journey flew by quickly. His army was vast and formidable. He had mankind, jinnkind, and creatures of Allah in his armada. Solomon AKA Solomon was gentle with creation, even though he had dominion over them. A passage in the Quran relates a story of how Solomon AKA Solomon could hear the communication of ants. Surah 27, Ayah 18 through 19. Until when they came upon the valley of ants, and ants said, O ants, enter your dwellings, that you may not be crushed by Solomon and his soldiers, while they perceive not. So Solomon smiled, amused at the ant's speech, and said, My Lord, enable me to be grateful for your favor which you have bestowed upon me, and upon my parents, and to the righteous, of which you approve, and admit me by your mercy into the ranks of your righteous servants. Like his father before him, Solomon AKA Solomon commanded an army. He was equally respected and feared at the same time. He was so attuned to his army, he was aware when his hoopy bird was absent. This annoyed him. When the bird made its appearance, Solomon alayhi salam asked for an explanation. The answer intrigued him. Surah 27, ayats 20 through 24. And he took attendance of the birds and said, Why do I not see the hoopy? Or is he among the absent? I will surely punish him with a severe punishment, or slaughter him unless he brings me a clear reason. But the hoopy stayed not long and said, I have encompassed in knowledge that which you have not encompassed. And I have come to you from Sheba with certain news. Indeed, I found there a woman ruling them, and she has been given of all things, and she has a great throne. I found her and her people prostrating to the sun instead of Allah, and Shaitan has made their deeds pleasing to them, and averted them from his way, so they are not guided. Solomon alayhi salam was gifted with good judgment. Before he took any action against Sheba, he had to verify the hoopy's information. Even though he took issue with her and her people worshipping the sun, he did not act recklessly. Sheba received a letter from Solomon alayhi salam. The hoopy delivered a letter and was instructed to spy on her. She read the letter and called her council. Her council advised Sheba that she also had an army, a kingdom, and authority, and wealth as well. Sheba did not know much about Solomon alayhi salam, so she sent messengers to give him a gift. The hoopy bird, upon seeing the convoy coming Solomon's way, tipped him off. So Solomon alayhi salam gathered his army to show a sign of power and authority. Here is the story in the Quran. Surah 27, ayats 27 through 35. Solomon said, We will see whether you are truthful or were of liars. Take this letter of mine and deliver it to them. Then leave them and see what answer they return. She said, O eminent ones, indeed, to me has been delivered a noble letter. Indeed, it is from Solomon, and indeed it reads, In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Be not haughty with me, but come to me in submission as Muslims. She said, O eminent ones, advise me in my affair. I would not decide a matter until you witness for me. They said, We are men of strength and of great military might, but the command is yours. So see what you command. She said, Indeed, kings, when they enter a city, they ruin it and render the honor of its people humbled, and thus do they do. But indeed, I will send them a gift and see what reply the messengers will return. As the messengers got closer and closer to Solomon alayhi salam, they witnessed his enormous kingdom, his palace, his army, his wealth. Sheba was outmatched. Surah 27, ayat 36. So when they came to Solomon, he said, Do you provide me with wealth? But what Allah has given me is better than what He has given you. Rather, it is you who rejoice in your gift. Solomon alayhi salam returned the gift. There was nothing that Sheba possessed that he did not already possess. He possessed more and could not be bought. He advised them to depart and stated a not-so-veiled threat. Surah 27, ayat 37. Return to them, for we will surely come to them with soldiers that will be powerless to encounter, and we will surely expel them therefrom in humiliation, and they will be debased. Surah 27, ayat 38 through 39. Solomon said, O assembly of Jinn, which of you can bring me her throne before they come to me in submission? A powerful one from among the Jinn said, I will bring it to you before you rise from your place, and indeed, I am for this task strong and trustworthy. As Muslims, we believe in unseen forces, and jinns can be a part of those unseen forces, like the angels, that work in our favor. And Solomon alayhi salam had powerful jinns and men that could deliver on their words. An ifrit of the jinns stated to Solomon alayhi salam that the throne of Sheba could be delivered in front of him before he blinks an eye. Surah 27, ayat 40. Said one who had knowledge from the scripture, I will bring it to you before your glance returns to you." And when Solomon saw it placed before him, he said, "This is from the favor of my Lord to test me, whether I will be grateful or ungrateful. And whoever is grateful, his gratitude is only for the benefit of himself. And whoever is ungrateful, then indeed my Lord is free of need and generous." Before Sheba reached the kingdom of Solomon, he set a test for her. He said, Surah 27, Ayat 41, "Disguise for her throne. We will see if she is guided to truth or will be of those who is misguided." Surah 27, Ayat 42. So when she arrived, it was said to her, "Is your throne like this?" She said, "It is as though it was." Solomon said, "And we were given knowledge before her, and we have been Muslims in submission to Allah." Surah 27, Ayat 43. And that which she was worshipping other than Allah had averted her from submission to him. Indeed, she was from a disbelieving people. Surah 27, Ayat 44. She was told, "Enter the palace." But when she saw it, she thought it was a body of water and uncovered her shins to wade through. He said, "Indeed, it is a place whose floor is made smooth with glass." She said, "My Lord, indeed I have wronged myself, and I submit with Solomon to Allah, Lord of the worlds." Solomon alayhi salam was able to convince Sheba to submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without firing a shot. Hey you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Do you have Spotify? If so, turn on the notification button. The messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala were often mocked for bringing a message without a parade of angels behind them, or without any magic or signs. They were reminded that, in fact, if angels did descend from heavens, the matter would be decided immediately. The Nabi, who were given miracles by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, their miracles were different than the magic produced and practiced by mankind. Moses alayhi salam was given signs by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which he took before Pharaoh, which he defeated the magicians mightily, so much so that those magicians fell down and prostrate. Surah 20, Ayat 70 through 71. So the magicians fell down in prostration. They said, "We believe in the Lord of Aaron and Moses." Pharaoh said, "You believe in him before I give you permission? Indeed, he is your leader who taught you magic." Solomon alayhi salam was accused of being a magician. He was given majesty and grace by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which also gifted him the ability to talk to birds, understand the speech of animals, command the winds. He had authority over the Jinns. So his skeptics started spreading malicious rumors about Solomon alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had two of his angels, Harut alayhi salam and Marut alayhi salam, to help clear the name of his noble servant Solomon alayhi salam. Magic existed, but was seen as haram, a sin. So Solomon alayhi salam prohibited the practice of magic. When the angels came, they specifically specified they were there as a trial only. Magic by magicians is different from the miracles performed by the Nabi. But there are always people with nefarious designs who seek profit for themselves, while others earnestly seek knowledge. Surah 2, Ayat 102. And they followed instead what the devils had recited during the reign of Solomon. It was not Solomon who disbelieved, but the devils disbelieved, teaching people magic and that which was revealed to the angels at Babylon, Harut and Marut. But two angels did not teach anyone unless they say, "We are a trial, so do not disbelieve by practicing magic." And yet they learn from them that by which they can cause separation between a man and his wife. But they did not harm anyone through it except by permission of Allah, and the people learned what harms them and does benefit them. Solomon alayhi salam lived a full life, and he was much beloved like his father David alayhi salam before him. And like his father, he was loved and feared at the same time. The Jinns also feared him, for he had authority over them. He used their labor and skills in his kingdom, and the Jinns thought they had a knowledge that mankind did not. While supervising their work, Solomon alayhi salam had a balancing stick. He stood in that position for a very long time. Surah 34, Ayah 14. And when we decreed for Solomon's death, nothing indicated to the jinn his death except a creature of the earth eating his staff. But when he fell, it became clear to the jinn that if they had known the unseen, they would not have remained in humiliating punishment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took the soul of Solomon alayhi salam long before he fell down from his staff. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is never ungrateful or unjust to his noble servants, and Solomon alayhi salam was an excellent servant. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with him. On the next episode, the story of Zechariah, Yahya, and Maryam. May the peace and blessings be upon them all. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of the Conversation Piece Podcast. I am your humble host, Akila, requesting that you join me again. So, until then, be safe, love, and value yourself so that you can love and value others. I bid you adieu with the greeting, Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you.